You are a human being, and that gives you a lot of rights. Congratulations. These rights include the right to your own sexuality. You have the right to be whoever you are and to live that out with yourself or together with like-minded people. You do not have the right to push your sexuality on anyone else. You don't have the right to any other person or to any other person's sexuality. And you don't have any right whatsoever based on your sexuality. If you are heterosexual, this does not give you any special rights. If you are a bisexual or homosexual, this does not give you any special rights. If you are a sadist or masochist or dominant or submissive or whatever in the field usually called BDSM, this does not give you any special rights. And if you are vanilla, that is not into BDSM, this does not give you any special rights. No special rights anywhere. Conservatives sometimes complain that homosexuals want special rights. For example, the right to gay marriage. And of course, there should not be any special marriages based on sexual orientation. No, there shouldn't be any straight marriage or gay marriage. There should only be marriage. Equal for all, it's not the government's business what gender people are. If two men or two women or one man and one woman or one person of defined gender and one person of less defined or undefined gender wants to get together, it's their business. It's not for anyone else to get into. They are consenting adults. Of course, children should not be allowed to get married. It's too big decision. You see, yeah, we shouldn't make a difference between people based on categorization in general, but there are exceptions. If you are an adult, yes, that gives you special rights. You have the right to vote. You have the right to take the responsibility for your own life. Likewise, if you are a child, yes, this gives you special rights. It gives you right to protection. It gives you the right to not have to take responsibility. If you want to eat ice cream until you puke, well, if you're an adult, that's your own business. It's a silly choice, but it's your choice to make. If you are a child, you have a right to be protected by parents or other legal guardians. You have a right to have an adult step in and say that enough is enough. In reality, of course, there is no clear line between adult and child. It is not so that when you are 17 years and 300 days old, you are just like a toddler, and a few weeks later, when you turn 18, you are suddenly fully adult and responsible. Of course, it doesn't work that way. It's a sliding scale. But in society, we have to set some checkpoints, and one of the most important one is 18. Another one is the age of consent, which is different between different countries. Some have 15, some have 16, some have 14, some have 17, a few have 18. And it's okay that it's a different line, because it's just a line that has to be drawn somewhere. A good compromise have problems on both sides. Yeah, we're oppressing a few good relationships by having a limit, and we're also protecting a lot of immature people from getting exploited and abused and so on. These limits are very good to have. And this is why I get so frustrated when advocates of pedophilia claim that their struggle is equal to the struggle for the rights of homosexuals. Because there is no real struggle for the rights of homosexuals. There's only a struggle for everyone's right to be themselves and to live out their sexuality together among like-minded equals. Yes, homosexuals are a targeted group, and therefore we have specific focus on this group in the struggle for rights. But there is no specific struggle for their rights. And when it comes to pedophilia, no, adults do not have any right to children. Children have a right to adults. This right includes that the children shall be taken care of and not be exploited.